Hi everybody, it's JB again. So, good evening, folks. I am tired, I am beat, I am worn out, I am just really not feeling it. But I got inspired today by a young man that I've recently met. His name is DK, and he is a co-owner of Pinpoint Archery in Van Buren, Arkansas. And I was talking to him today about how after a while it seems like you hit a wall, with archery or anything. And what I mean by that is right now I'm shooting my average on an indoor range at 15 yards out of 12 ends, so 360 total points. I'm averaging 275, 280-ish. I've shot 302 once, and I've shot a 298 once. So I know I can shoot up around 300, but it doesn't happen very often. And so I was talking to him about that today, and I said, DK, do you think that it's, like you get to a point where you stop trying to improve, you know what I mean, and you're just comfortable with where you are? Because right now, here's the thing, I'm pretty comfortable, 15, 20 yards. If I see a deer, excuse me, or a bear, or an elk, or a cougar, or a pig, or whatever, and taking that shot and killing that animal with my bow here. Totally comfortable with that. But I want to get better than that. I want to take a shot at 50 yards with this thing and know that I'm going to put that arrow where I want it every time. And DK said something to me today that really, it truly inspired me. He said, complacency is the killer of dreams, man. And I hear what he's saying. I'm digging what he's putting down, man. I've only been doing this for a few months, and I'm really proud of myself. I probably shouldn't be. I mean, I'm trying to be humble, but as far as the length of time and the amount of effort that I've put into this thing, I've come a long way in a really short time. But I want to get better, and I've reached a point to where it's almost like all my form, my fundamentals, all that stuff that I had pretty much perfected. It seems like it kind of, you take 2 steps forward and 1 step back on it, And so anyway, that's where I'm at. I've noticed a little bit of target panic coming back. So DK told me that the way he fixed that, he said he used to deal with target panic, but he cured himself of it in about 2.5 days. And what he did was he would just hold his bow back forever. And he could feel his body wanting to let go. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to keep practicing. I'm going to keep trying to get perfect. Like I said in a video before, practice does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. So my plan is working. I'm hanging out with dudes, Mike, Armin, Joseph, Kyle, DK, all these guys that are, a couple of these guys are like pros, man, and the rest of them are pretty dadgum good, way better than me. So I'm hanging out with the winners. I'm hanging out with the right people, and I'm trying to soak up all this knowledge like a sponge, and I'm trying to put it into use. So that's what I'm going to practice real quick. So don't let complacency be the killer of your dreams. You know, I'm in this for hunting. I'm in this because I want to be lethal with this weapon right here. You know, mankind's been using one of these things for thousands of years, very effectively. Um, so that's my whole goal, is to be lethal with one of these things. But I don't want to get to a point where I'm like, oh, I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay where I'm at. I've hit a plateau and I'm good with that. I don't want to do that. It's like DK was saying, you can always improve. You can always get better. You know, I'm getting a little bit older. I'm pushing 40 now, so I got no pipe dreams about becoming a world-class archer. But hell, you never know. It could happen. But I know that the Lord rewards the diligent. And this is a good, wholesome thing that I'm doing. It's a good, wholesome thing that I'm trying to pass down to my kids whenever they're interested. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. By the way, Mihaela, my oldest daughter, she tried out for the junior high volleyball team, one of the local teams, and she got it. Woo! She made the team, y'all. So that's really cool. We're really proud of her. And we're just letting her bask in that right now because she has no idea the amount of practice she's going to have to put in now. So anyway, what I'm going to try tonight is drawing this string and just holding it there for as long as I can or I want to or whatever, and then letting it go when I'm ready. Try to hold it a little bit longer this time. Not bad. Now, I'm only shooting at like 5 yards because I don't have a lot of room out here in the backyard. But, you know, just for what I'm trying to accomplish, it's fine. It's fine. Putting a good group in and working on the target panic. It's not bad, but it's going to get better. That one arrow was stuck, man. By the way, this bowstring was custom made, Flemish twist, custom made by Trader Jan's Wicked Twisted Bowstrings. And let me tell you what, not only is it a beautiful string that matches my bow, I don't know if you can see that, there's my bow, and there's the strings. It matches my bow. Also, this sucker is awesome. It's a completely different feel than the regular bowstrings that I've gotten used to, that I've been using. This little fluffy stuff right here, that's just where she braided it back in the strings. No big deal. I like it. It adds character. But I'm telling you what, it's taken me a little bit to get used to this bowstring because it's just different. The brace height is different. It stretches different. But dude, it's an awesome bowstring. So shout out to Jill Oliveira at Trader Jan's from Wicked Twisted Bowstrings. Man, that's a mouthful. They're just awesome. Just awesome. Up there in Massachusetts. this range, 5 or 6 yards, I'm actually shooting high. But that's okay. I mean, they're all going in the same spot. It's almost like blind bale shooting it so close, you know. I darn near Robin Hooded myself. Let's go take a look at that. So, the whole purpose here is to get better. You know, get way better and keep getting better. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. Like I said, I'm shooting at like 5-6 yards, so it's gonna be high. I'm basically aiming at the ground. Another part of this whole thing with trying to get better is, like I said, I am tired, and I can use that excuse, being tired. I can use being tired as an excuse. Well, I did hit that. I hit the fletching. I can use tired and me feeling sorry for myself as an excuse not to practice. It'd be real easy for me to go inside right now, and I'm not blowing smoke up my own rear end either. I'm just saying, it's real easy for anybody, if they're tired and exhausted, to just call it a day, go in. But, you know, when I'm out in the woods, or if I'm on the range, if I'm used to shooting well when I'm exhausted, and I know that I can get my mind and my body through that with the Lord's help, because it's Him doing it all anyway. If I can do that when I'm exhausted, how well am I going to shoot when I'm well rested? You know what I mean? So that's something to think about. Something else I've noticed about this string, I don't know why, but it's causing me to work on my release quite a bit more. Like I said, I don't know why. It's just got a little bit different feel to it on the let off. So that's a good thing though. Everything is forcing me to do things correctly, you know? Boy, if I was a deer, he'd be dead. Or she. I'm not above killing doe, trust me. So, I have also noticed that, you know, I can shoot pretty okay in a closed area in an indoor situation, but when you get out like on the 3D range, you know, you go from 15 yards on the indoor range to 20 yards, so you're adding 5 yards, and you've got hills, you've got to shoot around trees and stuff, shooting uphill, downhill. It's totally different, man. It is just totally different. But that's one of the reasons I like 3D so much. I've only done it a couple times, but the reason I like it so much is it's more realistic. I can sit here and shoot at a bag all day, and my brain gets used to shooting at a bag. But then what happens when I see a deer? You know, it's totally different. Of course, there's always excitement and nerves too. right next to it. Also, you know, I gotta hand it to Gold Tip, man. I have not been shooting very long, but even I know that Gold Tip makes a great arrow. So I really like these Gold Tip traditional arrows. That being said, boys and girls, I have recently ordered a half dozen Victory traditional arrows. I think I got the Sport. They have two of them. They have the Sport and like the Hunter. God, I'm gonna get that wrong. I got one of them. Anyway, they're about 73 bucks where I'm at, shipping and handling for a half a dozen. But what I've heard about these Victory arrows is they even make Gold Tips look scuzzy, man. I mean, they're supposed to be about the best arrow around. So we shall see. You know, that's getting better. I know, like I said, it's only at 5-6 yards, but if I can consistently do that, which I am, I'm making myself hold those arrows back for, you know, as long as I can, man. I'm making myself hold those suckers back. So, I'll put it there this time, see what happens. It's helping out, it's working. That's not bad. Y'all hear that mockingbird? He's going nuts, man. I think he's trying to like make sounds from video games or something. He's making some pretty weird sounds. So I'm going to shoot a couple more and then put it up for the night. The point was, you can always learn stuff from people if you're willing to listen and you're willing to learn. If you remain coachable, if you remain teachable, if you remain willing to have an open mind, you can learn all kinds of things from all kinds of people. There's a few things that my mind are pretty closed shut on, but not very many. And when I listen sometimes to someone that's younger, I can learn lots of things. And so again, shout out to DK, because just listening to him today, that inspired me. That helped me to get past my tired today, to get past my complacency and to get past my plateau of okayism. You know, I may not be the best, but I'm darn sure gonna try. It's like old Yoda said, "There is no try, only do." You like them apples, baby? Oh, yeah. That was a little bit high. I think Yoda messed me up on that one. Little green booger walking around with big ears. No lips, man, no lips. Pretty sure I hit my other arrow. Did you hear that? You can always tell, it makes a funny noise. That gimmick, Bob. Pretty good group. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and thanks for being a part of this journey with me. I can't say enough about the folks that I've fallen in with. You know, Mike, Joe, Kyle, Trey. That's somebody who I don't often mention. My buddy Trayvon Richardson, man. I got him into hunting. He got me into archery. So I think I might have got the better part of the deal. I don't know. Anyway, DK, Armin, all the guys at Pinpoint. Everybody's been awesome. Look at this. Bye.